Common events where people sell are death, shareholder dies, shareholders becomes critical ill, or permanent disabled, or retirement. Most of the cases that I've done is usually death and TPD. Critical illness, retirement, very rare that the shareholders would want to put it in. The other part of the agreement that you need to look at is the effective date to offer to sell the shares. All right. Now, what does effective date means in this case? It means this. Let's take the event of death. All right. For death, when does an offer begins? Because what will happen is that when a shareholder dies, Wills as the trustee don't really know when he dies. So for purposes of having a clear offer date, we will say this. The day Wills receive a copy of the death certificate, plus how many days grace period, then the next day is the offer date to sell, which is called the effective date. Okay. So for example, if I say in agreement, effective date begins 7 days from the day of receiving the death certificate by Wills. Okay. So which means on the 8th day after receiving the notice, after receiving a copy of the death certificate, on the 8th day itself, the offer to sell begins. Yeah. Same thing for TPD. So to determine TPD, we need the doctor to report to confirm this shareholder is suffering from total permanent disability. All right. In the agreement, we'll define what you mean by TPD. So let's say, for example, this person meets an accident. A few months later, doctor classify him as TPD. So the day we receive this report, plus how many days grace period, then the next day the offer to begin sells. The offer to sell begins, all right, which is the effective date. All right. Now, whenever you have effective date, which is actually the start date of the offer to sell the shares, there must be an end date. The end date to complete everything is called the completion date. In the agreement, it needs to state how many months, all right, how many months the entire buy-sell of buying over someone's share and paying for the money is going to be completed. In the agreement, we'll say so, right? This completion date is to include also installment payments that need to be made. So usually I would advise client not to have the completion date too short unless you know you are going to have a lot of cash, or unless you know that you're going to buy this person's share at very cheap price, okay, and you have all the money already. That's fine. Otherwise, the I think comfortable